the Raw Take, everyone, the lifeline to your unfiltered media experience. I'm your host, Gian Thomas, and this is my co-host, D. Williams, and we got a great show for y'all today. First, we're going to talk about something that's asinine, bruh.
Man, it's getting so crazy. Bruh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what you're talking about, young blood. Man, you want to tell them what it is out there. That's asinine. Man, that's what it is. That's asinine. That's just so crazy. I can't even believe all that. Man, I don't even know what
CNN correspondent got caught playing with himself.
Oh my God.
He was choking the chicken.
Yeah.
He was rattling the snake, if you might say.
Hey, what I do? You know what I did, all right? Okay? Hey.
Oh my God! So CNN legal correspondent Jeffery Toobin was exposed on a Zoom call with his colleague. It's just, I don't know, man. I just
what
feel
do you
like,
even say? What do you even say?
what can you say? This is the story. It's 2020. You know, that's what I can say. And 2020, nothing surprises me. This does not surprise me. Of course, this would happen in 2020. Everything crazy and asinine is happening in 2020. But it's just, it's so wild that, you know, he said, well, you know, there's a speculation that he was on another Zoom call with somebody else. And that's why, you know, he was apologizing to his wife and things of that matter. But it's like, dude, like, you know, like, if you gotta like close it out, like exit out, bro. Like, you can't have like open tabs if you're gonna be doing that stuff, bro. Especially work tabs.
I wonder who was the other Zoom call with, because they were in a meeting on the Zoom call where he was busted on. They were in a meeting, and it seemed like it was some jokes going around. Like, I mean, you got turned on by that,
right?
Like, what about that? That turned you on? Oh my God! I'm embarrassed for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, I mean, did you forget you was on the call that quick? I mean, it almost seemed, but you know, they're trying to. And then what I don't get, they said, oh, there's an investigation. They're going to investigate. Investigate what? You already know what it is.
Right?
You want to know which hand he be using?
Oh my God!
I mean, come on. What kind of a lubricant or something? I mean, come on, man. What you going to investigate for?
Right? What you investigate?
That's asinine, bro. That's crazy, man. Hey, people do some crazy things, man. I don't know if he, you know, deliberately got caught. You know, he wanted them to see him, or it was just a mistake. He got, you know, caught in the moment. It's embarrassing as I don't know what. And he got to live with that now. He got to live with being the man caught on Zoom whacking off. Oh my gosh. So
I feel so bad for his colleagues. Like, who wants to see that?
All around me are familiar faces.
Man, like,
scars for life.
Right? Oh man, I know that. I know nobody wanted to see that image, and you know they just had to be so shocked. They were like, oh no. Whoa, they were like, Jeff, turn it off. Turn it off.
Yeah.
And then he's like, what? Oh, that's a horrible sight. Oh my God.
They can never unsee that. It is bad to say that image is imprinted.
Oh, I had to claw up my own eyes. Oh my God, that's so wild.
Cure the vision, Jesus. Cure the vision. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah, that's crazy. Unfortunately for him, it is funny. Jeffrey, next time you want to have some me time, have your me time with just yourself.
Right.
Don't share your me time with. That's why it's called me time.
Yeah. Hey, he gotta go Toobin for Lubin's in other places.
Yep, you're right about that.
Right. So on to a more serious note. Did Ice Cube work with the Trump administration? Ice Cube contacted both the Republican and Democrat parties trying to talk about his contract with Black America. The Republicans, who are actually in power, set up a meeting with him. The Democrats, they can't really do too much, so they were going to work with him probably afterwards. And so you see everybody trying to cancel Ice Cube because he's trying to get something on the table for black people. And the thing that people will say that the Trump administration is full of racists and fascists, and how you gonna work with a racist to try and get something done? And which is that's a valid point, because I mean, if anybody knows anything, Trump is not trying to work with any Democrat, any black person. You have somebody who even denies this stuff. So how are they going to even work with you? But
Hmm.
you can't fault the man for trying. Who, I mean, that's more to say than what most people are doing. And so people are trying to cancel him because his heart was in the right place, his mind was in the right place. This is a good strategy. I mean, it's a small part, but I mean, he should have worked with other people, but he had his own people work with it. And that's one of the things that us on the left, us as the black community, everybody, we need to work more together. That there's such a disconnect with everybody. We need to stop being these little small monolithic groups and come together as one. And then so when we come to the table, you got the people who's been out there since day one talking. You got you and yourself, and because his plan is more structured towards economics. But they have so many other people that are fighting for economics. I think in his contract for Black America, I think he wants 500 million. We need to ask for bigger numbers. We need to ask for 500 billion. You know, I mean, we've talked about it on the show how much money the black community pumps into the economy.
Yeah.
We should be getting more than 500 billion. But D,
Yeah.
what's your take on this?
So my take on it is, I think that hit Ice Cube's heart, mind, everything is in the right place. Um, and I think that people now, what's his name, Don Lemon, he said something that I do agree with. You do have to watch who you align yourself with when you're trying to do something.
Yeah,
And with that being said, I would say that Ice Cube's timing is a little off. Good, his drive, everything is good, the plan or whatever. But the timing is a huge factor because, for one, Trump has been president for the last 4 years. We've been having the issue with the black community for beyond the last 4 years. Why wait until only a few days before the election day to think that you're going to make a change or make something happen with Trump? And right now, Trump, he sees this black figure or whatever, that he's very popular. People love Ice Cube or whatever. He sees that, and I think that it's true that, yeah, that he's trying to maybe basically use him as a tool,
yeah,
because now they can say, well, yeah, we got Ice Cube. Trump administration can say we got Ice Cube on our team now. So if he's on our team, what are you other black guys or black people going to do? You may as well join the team too. I mean,
yeah,
but his timing, you're talking to a president that's already the president that could possibly be on his way out. I think that this plan should have been brought into play, or to Trump's attention, before now.
yeah,
And but I think uh, maybe Ice Cube had brought this up before, but it wasn't like planned out properly, or it wasn't finished or whatever. But that's besides the point. The point
Yeah.
is the election day is only, a few days away,
Yeah.
and you can't possibly think that that something's gonna happen, that they're gonna make something happen that close to election day. So he put himself in a position to be used as a tool to draw in other black people, um, by the Trump administration.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm sure for some black people it's working, but I think it would have been better to just just hold off, see who's going to be in power, because he was going to the person that's in power, which makes sense, but it's too close to election for that.
It's too close to the election time, which is true. And this is one thing that he said about this is just a couple of points on the contract with Black America. Ice Cube has said that it's forever growing. So what it has right, what it is right now is not it in its finality. So it's going to keep on growing. And so, we need to get more people on track with it. But like you said, it is too close to the election to be trying to do this. And then, you have Trump who the whole entire 4 years he's been in office, he's been igniting the flames between black and white people. I mean, we have a whole issue in our country right now, a whole race issue in our country right now, and Trump emboldening white supremacists. You can't ignore that. And so, what you're talking to people will be like, well, yeah, what is Trump? But Trump is igniting the flames. He's igniting these flames. So,
Yeah,
there's so much that needs to be done. We need to be more organized. It's just so much. It's just so much.
yeah. To take it to Trump, I mean, Trump feeds on division. He's not. If he was trying to really unitize America and make America one people, he would have done that when he first got in office, instead of
Yeah.
slowly but surely initializing division amongst the people, because it I don't know, it's like it fuels him or something. It feeds him and
Yeah.
boosts him or whatever. And um, now, as far as Ice Cube, he did also contact the Democratic side, Democratic Party. But the Democratic Party, I mean, what could they do right now? They're not in power. So what could
Yeah.
they do? And so I think that if it was me, I would have peeped there and be like, okay, well, you know what? They might end up being in power come November 3rd. So let me just hold off, see who's
Yeah.
going to be in power, and then bring my plan. Because at that point, then something could be implemented. Something could be done to get the plan going, get it on the road. And so I kept hearing Ice Cube say, "Well, their plan is not his plan. Of course, it's not your plan, Cube, because your plan has details and theirs don't. Obviously,
Yeah.
um, I would like to read the plans myself. I haven't. Have you?
Um, no, I haven't really looked too much into it. That's one of the things that I, because I'm still trying to figure out who I'm gonna vote for. But yeah, that's one of the things I gotta look into. I gotta look into Joe Biden's plan for Black America. Because in the past, he doesn't have a good track record with the Black community. But
Right.
one of the things that I do want to add is, uh, Ice Cube did a interview 2 days ago, and they were asking him questions. I think it was on 97 Hot 97, in New York, and they were asking him, about working with the Trump administration and talking with them. And he said in the interview, like, he does not support, like, just because he worked with them doesn't mean he does not support the Trump administration. And Eric Trump tried putting out a tweet saying that, oh yeah, we got 50 Cent and Ice Cube, and Ice Cube was like, don't lie to the people. Just because I met with y'all and talked to y'all doesn't mean I'm supporting y'all. And
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, just because we meet with you doesn't mean you're gonna ultimately get our vote. We just want to see what you gonna do. And
Right.
which is honestly, they're not gonna do nothing. They just go pander. That's all they gonna do. They're going, and that's all it is. That's all it is. All this is to them is a stunt. This is a stunt to be like,
Exactly.
oh, we got the black community to follow us. Look at, we got
Exactly.
celebrities. And you know what? A lot of black people don't care what celebrity because, yeah, they may go through the social issues that we all might go through, but the economic issues are totally different. You know, way totally different. 50 Cent supporting Trump because of taxes, because he don't want to lose no more money. You know, it's just not the same. Your average black person is not a millionaire.
Thank you.
There's a
That's
big
so
difference
true.
in that.
That's very true. So I think that, like you said, like I said, it is a stunt. And Ice Cube, he actually did say that. Actually, he said he never even met Trump. He
Yeah,
just met with the Trump administration, and he said that he's not supporting either side. He's independent, and he said something that stuck with me that black people need to be more independent. And I agree with that because right now the black community itself is torn between two sides.
yeah,
There's no, it's not like these people is on the red side, this people's on the blue side. It's like no, the black community is split. It's divided.
yeah,
It's always been divided. And with him saying that we need to be independent, what he was saying was we need to be independently unitized as a black community and not under the wing of the red or the blue.
yeah, yeah. And that's why I think I love the contract with Black America so much because it's like, you know, before before you get any support from us, you gotta meet us at the table. You gotta do A, B, and C. And, and,
Yeah.
and, and that's what everybody has to do. That's what you have to do in politics. Politics is not a game for the lighthearted. It's a game of sharks. You got to be a shark in there. You got to be able to go to the negotiating table and say, I'm not backing down on A, B, and C. You're giving me A, B, and C because this is what we want. You don't we if you we
Hmm.
don't get this, you don't get our vote. And that's how we all need to be. You know,
Yep.
I mean, our vote, it counts. So meet us at the table.
Exactly. I hope that the Trump administration, uh, for that matter, even the Biden team, I just hope that they don't, when a black celebrity comes to them with anything, don't just kind of exploit that and make it, to the public that that person is supporting them and, you know, in hopes of getting like all of their fans and all of that.
Yeah,
Because Ice Cube never came to the Trump administration to be a pawn, to be used, or to be a tool or a stunt to hopefully win black people over to vote for Trump. He only went to the Trump administration because the Trump administration is the one that's the Republicans are in power right now. Why go to Biden when you know Biden can't do anything? However, he did state that he's willing to talk to Biden's team as well.
yeah,
So and that's what it is. So trying to cancel him because he's trying to help the black community. Why would the black community, main ones trying to cancel the man? Look at what he's trying to do, not who he's trying to do it with.
with
Because if you want something done, and let's say on your job, you got your boss, and your boss he's a certain way or she's a certain way that you don't like, you don't necessarily agree with. But when you want something done on your job, you still got to go to them. You still got to.
exactly,
So it's the same difference. You don't want to be judged because you go to someone that everybody don't like because that's the person you got to go to. So let's not judge Cube. He's trying to do a good thing, and it just so happened to be with a not so good person. But that's the card, the hand that he was dealt. So you kind of have to play the hand you're dealt until it changes.
exactly. Yeah, you know, it's funny that you said that. It makes me think of a game of spades. Like that's all it is. Like, and right now, we got a bad hand dealt. And so, you know, you just got to do what the best, you know, you got to make board, you know, you got to get your books in.
That's
So,
right. So let's ease up off Cube, and if anything, let's try to support what he's doing, not who he's trying to do it with, because
yeah,
that's the avenue he's forced to go through. So
yeah,
let's not judge him on that. You know, and this is part of the problem. We're so judgmental of each other. Talking about within the black community,
yeah,
we try to find things to bring each other down. We're like a a bucket of crabs. Like every time one try to climb up, the other ones pull it back down.
yeah.
You know, we need to finally kick that nature to the curb and just and become a people, which is what we're supposed to be.
Yeah, and the thing is, you know, Cube said that it is forever growing. So you know, we instead of fighting him, contact him, give
Yeah.
him, add to it. You know, stop being such. We need to stop being such naysayers and start doing. You know, you
Yes.
how long we gonna just sit on the sidelines and complain? When we go get out there and start playing ball, that's you know, don't just try and tear down the man. Add to the plan. Get out there.
Exactly.
You know, it, it,
Because
it's 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 wild, D. Because you know we just getting that mentality, like you said, that crab in the barrel mentality, man.
yeah, yeah. I think that we need to realize that we have is more strength in numbers, you know, and you know we need to be behind something positive like what Cube is doing.
Yeah,
So you know I support it. I haven't read it yet, so I support it. I support it. But you know it got some support. I would put it like that.
yeah, yeah,
But I still know that whatever is in his plan is still for the better of the black community. And
exactly.
so, if you're trying to help the people and the people don't, you know, they kick it against you, your hands become tied.
Yeah,
So, you know, if he's trying to help the black community economically, let's like you said, let's join with him. Let's make his plan stronger
yeah,
by growing with him. If you don't like something, you become a part of it. Maybe you can better it, you know, but don't just be like, oh, I don't like it, and let's cancel him. No, that's the and you can't cancel Ice Cube anyway.
right.
Come on, man. Come on.
Man,
We got
that's the thing, man. People don't understand. Ice Cube been fighting the fight since the '90s. Like, you know,
NWA. Come on,
come on
right?
now.
Way back there since NWA. Cube has went through a lot in his life. Um, and he's still kicking and he's still pushing for the same thing. He could have easily said he could have easily thought and said, well, I made it now, so I'll leave that behind me and let's go this way now. But no,
Yeah,
he's still standing for the black community, and that's something that we should if nothing else take notes from and support, and not be mad at him because he worked with Trump. And then, another thing, if you're mad at him because he worked with Trump, he worked with Trump because Trump is in power. Get Trump out of power.
go vote.
Exactly.
You know. So yeah, so we gotta, and there's always, we always try and teach somebody in the show. So instead of complaining about the problem, be part of the solution. Get out there. We always talking about be part of the change that you want to see.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
it's just I think that I mean it's just really the message of really it's the message of the channel. You can't just
Exactly.
be on the sidelines, saying, "Oh, I want change," but you're not getting out there. You know, get out there, work with local organizations. Work with your local politicians, push them to be more, for better things for the black community, for better things for your own community. It's just
Yeah.
so much that you can do. That and
Yeah.
they try, the media and just society, just the way our society is built to try and teach you that you as a person that you don't have any power. But honestly, you have a lot of power. You just have to learn how to use it. You You have to learn how to navigate through it, and you just got to learn how to make change. So
Yeah,
with
and
all that,
I want to say this one more thing. If you're not uh part of, or if you're not taking part of making change, don't complain when it doesn't.
exactly, exactly, yeah, you just can't, you know. With all that being said, don't forget to kill that like button. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any uploads. Y'all have a great day.